Hi ladies and gentlemen, here is my 35th video message related to COVID-19. It's June 1st, 2020. According to official statistics, we have now 11 cases in the MRC Côte de Gaspé and 184 for all the Gaspésie de la Madeleine region. Among the 184 cases, we are still at 8 deaths and now 165 recoveries, thus a total of about 11 active cases throughout the region. Today, I'm talking about economic recovery first and then children's place areas. But first, I feel there is a relaxation in the respect of rules of social distancing and gatherings. I have to remind you that there are cases of COVID-19 on the territory. Not a ton, but there are. The borders are reopened. Almost all economic sectors are reopened. People circulate more and more. It's correct, but the key element to avoid contamination, in addition of hand washing, is to respect the 2 meters and avoid gatherings of more than 10 people. The goal is not to try to break the rules, it's to avoid to have a disease which can be fatal. It's everyone's responsibility. Now, on the economic recovery side, in addition to all measures announced until recently, I'm announcing 2 new directions adopted by the Town Council. First, for the past few weeks, we have chosen to relax certain urbanism planning rules in order to make life easier for our restaurants. For example, to adapt their businesses to facilitate the implementation of takeout counters. For example, to set up food trucks always to facilitate takeout orders. Not everything is allowed so that our town does not get messy. But we loosen rules with common sense to make life easier for entrepreneurs and restaurants. Second, we are in the process of adopting a regulation to better supervise camping on the territory. Other cities have done so in the past year. We think the timing is good now. So to survive, our campsites will also need to have as many customers as possible this summer in a small tourist season if they want to get through the crisis. So as soon as the regulatory process is completed in a few weeks, we will ban camping in public parking lots, including those in shopping centers, on beaches, and in other public places. This new regulation will have an economic as well as an environmental objective. As with almost all municipal bylaws, we will be up to the SQ to apply it. Postings will be provided accordingly. Third, a reflection is underway with Destination Gaspé, the Chamber of Commerce, and the FMBM to offer our businesses on the De la Reine Street to widen their terraces this summer by closing the street on weekends, while offering a little animation in compliance with the rules prohibiting gatherings and the distance of 2 meters. We have good examples in Europe and even here in Quebec. But before specifying the details, the basic premise will be that restaurants have the right to reopen their dining rooms and terraces, which public health does not yet allow. But I tell you that we work this issue behind the scenes for now, and probably we will have good announcements in the next weeks when the public health will allow us to open terraces. Another subject now. Over the weekend, a bit of surprise, the government announced that we could reopen children's park and play areas, but we have not received any sanitary rules. We therefore understand that we can reopen the parks and children's play areas, but that it will be up to each user to wash their hands well before and after using the modules, the benches, the tables, etc., to respect the 2 meter rules at all times and to avoid being more than 10 people at a time in the same park. In the coming days, We will order and install new preventive posters. Our teams will also deploy the picnic tables in the usual parks. By the start of the next week, everything should be in place. And it will be the responsibility of each user to ensure their safety, wash their hands, wash their tables, etc. We experienced problems in skate park. We don't want to experience it in all the parks. So I repeat, it's your responsibility as citizen to respect the rules of public health. These rules are there for your health. Last element on this subject, public toilets. Again, we did not receive a specific protocol, so we will wait for clearer directives from public health. Until we have clear rules, we will not open them. So probably in the next weeks we can open the toilets in public areas. In the next capsule also we will come back to the question of our day camp organizations, with those we have chosen to open and those who have chosen to remain closed due to many constraints of this year. However, our call to all allowed the recruitment of 15 monitors, which will facilitate the deployment of a certain level of services on the next summer. In closing, if you have any doubts or questions, the number 1-877-644-4545 is still there for you. Thank you for continuing to respect the basic rules, the 2 meters, the mask, frequent hand washing, no hands in the face. It's your civic duty. Every person must do their part. Be careful, it's important. Thank you again to all those who provide essential services. Thank you everyone, it's going to be fine.